A massive explosion erupts near the coastline. Shockwaves ripple through buildings. Smoke rises into the sky, visible for miles. This isn't just another strike. This is the Persian Gulf, and the target is one of Iran's most important naval strongholds. In a major escalation, reports indicate that the Israeli Air Force carried out a powerful strike on a naval facility in Bushehr, a location that plays a critical role in Iran's maritime operations. If confirmed, this is not just symbolic, this is strategic. Because Bushehr is not just a city, it is a gateway, a key point along the Persian Gulf, and home to infrastructure linked to Iran's naval capabilities. To understand the importance of this strike, you need to understand Iran's naval strategy. Unlike traditional navies that rely on large warships, Iran focuses on asymmetric warfare. Fast attack boats, coastal missile systems, naval mines, designed not to dominate the open ocean, but to control narrow waterways, especially the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow passage is one of the most important shipping routes in the world. Nearly 20% of global oil flows through it, and Iran's naval forces are built specifically to operate in this environment. Small, fast, difficult to track, capable of launching sudden attacks and disappearing quickly. Facilities like the one in Bushehr support these operations. They store equipment, maintain vessels, coordinate missions, and provide a base for rapid deployment, which makes them high-value targets. By striking such a location, the goal is clear: disrupt capability, reduce operational readiness, and send a message. Because targeting a naval base is different from targeting infrastructure. It directly affects military power. Ships damaged, equipment destroyed, logistics disrupted, all of which reduce the ability to operate at sea. This matters especially in the current context. Tensions in the Persian Gulf are already high. Shipping routes are under pressure, naval forces are on alert, and control of the sea is becoming increasingly important. If Iran's naval capacity is reduced, its ability to influence maritime traffic may be affected. But there is another side to this. Strikes like this increase the risk of escalation, because naval assets are directly tied to national security, and damage to such assets can trigger a strong response. Iran has already demonstrated its ability to respond using missiles and drones. It has targeted energy infrastructure, military sites, shipping routes. A strike on a naval base could push the conflict further, from land-based operations into maritime confrontation. And that is where things become even more complex. Because the Persian Gulf is not an isolated battlefield. It is a global artery. Oil tankers, cargo ships, naval vessels from multiple countries, all operating in close proximity. Any escalation at sea affects all of them, and that increases the risk of unintended consequences. Misidentification, accidental engagement, chain reactions. This is why naval conflicts are often considered high risk, because once they begin, they are difficult to control. At the same time, this strike demonstrates something important: reach, the ability to hit targets deep inside enemy territory, precision, and timing, because successful strikes on military bases require accurate intelligence, target identification, strike coordination, execution, all working together, which suggests a high level of operational planning. For Iran, the challenge now is response: rebuild, reinforce, retaliate. Each option carries consequences, and each decision shapes what happens next. For the region, the situation remains tense. Energy markets are watching, naval forces are on alert, diplomatic channels are active. Because what happens in the Persian Gulf does not stay in the Persian Gulf. It affects global trade, energy supply, economic stability. And that is why this strike matters, not just because of the explosion, but because of what it represents: a shift toward targeting military infrastructure directly tied to control of the sea. And once that shift happens, the nature of the conflict changes, Because controlling land is one thing, but controlling the sea is something else entirely. And right now, that control is being challenged.